Jasraj Holland is the Conservative Party's finance critic. We reached him in Ottawa.
Jasraj Holland, welcome back to As It Happens. What our listeners heard there, the fact that the federal government has managed to lower the deficit by just over $11 billion. Does that score any points with you? Do you see good news there?
Look, if Mark Carney got the gold medal for having the highest deficit outside of COVID before this update, he gets the silver medal now for having the second highest deficit outside of COVID with this update right now. This update had nothing but more cost, more debt on it, more spending, which is going to lead to more taxes. It's the same old with the Liberals. There's nothing in here that actually addresses what Canadians need right now, with under the Liberals having the highest food inflation in the G7, highest household debt in the G7, highest housing costs in the G7, and the second highest unemployment rate in the G7. This update was nothing more than just more disappointment for Canadians just looking for more relief right now in this cost of living crisis that the Liberals created.
One of the other headlines, as you know, from this economic update is this announcement of $6 billion over 5 years to recruit, train, and hire up to 100,000 new tradespeople. This is something your own leader, Pierre Poilievre, and your own party has pushed for, albeit in a different way, and you wanted to see, I think, more than 300,000. But is that something you can get behind?
Look, there's no doubt that Conservatives, even in our platform, we had something for the skilled trades. I don't think the issue is getting people into skilled trades. The problem is the jobs after they graduate. We have the second highest unemployment rate in the entire G7, and these skilled trades who we think would go into home building starts have actually decreased, and they are decreasing. In fact, when I asked the housing minister in committee that when will they fulfill their commitment of building 500,000 homes, that was their promise, he could not give me an answer. Their own housing agency cannot answer when they can build those homes because there's so much more red tape, so many more taxes, and permitting is horrific in this country under the Liberals.
But hiring will be part of it, and there are other tradespeople. It's not just home building. Do you see anything optimistic in there? I mean, they're trying to get more jobs for 100,000 people, more training.
That's the problem. Jobs are the problem because the Liberals chased away $1 trillion of our Canadian investment out to the U.S., which means less jobs, less investment happening in Canada, less companies opening up. In fact, the CFIB came out with a report that said there are more Canadian businesses opening up in the U.S. than there are in Canada. And that is because of the high red tape, high regulation, higher taxes that Liberals have imposed on small business owners. It's jobs that are the problem at the end of the day. And again, that's why right now we have the second highest unemployment rate in the entire G7.
In terms of cost of living issues, some of the things the government has put forward, we know about the excise tax being lifted temporarily until Labor Day. Today they talked about lowering some Canada Pension Plan contributions for employers and workers. Those will help people. There's the grocery benefit as well that many Canadians will be able to benefit from.
Look, with the excise tax being removed, Conservatives are actually calling, and we continue to call on, all of the taxes on fuel to be removed for all of the year. Whereas the Liberals have offered 10 cents per litre, our plan would remove 25 cents per litre. That would save Canadian families $1,200 just this year. And we would permanently remove the Liberal clean fuel tax, which is making the cost of even food go up. What we need to do is we need to lower the cost of food. Under the Liberals, Canada and Canadians have the highest food inflation in the entire G7. These fuel taxes add to that. The industrial carbon tax adds to the cost of food. And that's why we see 2.2 million Canadians going to a food bank in a single month. A third of those are children. We need to lower the cost of food. We have to lower the input of the cost on the food. The Liberals are doing it the opposite way, where they're increasing taxes to make food more expensive. As Conservatives, we will do the opposite. We will bring down the cost of food.
The Liberals have a majority government, as you know. How will you push what you want to push and what you want to see if what was announced today is not good enough?
Up until now, in the last 10 years, the Liberals have doubled the national debt. In fact, their debt, which is Canadian taxpayers are responsible for, now there's more money going to bankers and bondholders than there is to healthcare transfers. This is the record of the Liberal government. We will bring back the Canadian dream. The Conservatives under Pierre Poilievre want to bring back that Canadian dream. We need to unlock and unblock our resources, that we will continue and fight to do that, so that we can get good Canadian jobs, Canadians can get good paychecks. We need to make sure that we're selling to more markets across the world, because the world needs our Canadian energy. That will help us get us good jobs. We need to lower taxes for Canadians so that they can keep more in their pocket. We need to create more competition.
You're pitching a future Conservative government, what a future Conservative government might do in this moment with everything that's going on with the United States, the wars, the cost of living, as you've said. This particular government, this Prime Minister, Mark Carney, was elected to deal with all of those issues. Spending is going to be necessary to try to counter some of those issues, no?
It's not that this is what a Conservative government will do. We've actually offered to the Liberal government, take all of our plans. These plans that I'm listing that would help Canada get back on track and bring back that Canadian dream, we're more than happy if they want to take the credit for it. We're more than happy to give it to them. What we want at the end of the day is bring back that Canada that's safe and affordable once again, which is not under the Liberals. We have we had a great platform that had all these ideas in it where we can unblock our resources, get more jobs in Canada, get our economy back on track, lower the deficit, which means lower taxes and keeping interest rates low. We are more than happy to work with the Liberal government to do that and do that just for Canadians. That should be our only job right now.
Just Reg, Alan, I appreciate this. We have to leave it there. Thank you.
Thank you so much.